Hello and welcome to a Mind, Body, Soul general reading for June 18th. I'm feeling called for no particular reason to just do a reading today. I was going to do kind of a midweek pick-me-up, but this could be mid-end of the week pick-me-up, and for some reason I just really feel like we need a message. So we're going to pull 6 cards or more, whatever Spirit wants, and do mind, body, and soul, what the messages are for today. And I pre-shuffled to save time, so let's begin. Thank you, Spirit. What is our message from our mind today? What is our mind wanting us to know? This card is sticking out. King of Wands. Awesome. Okay. And body. What is our body wanting us to receive today? And soul. What's the message from our soul today? Thank you. And I'm going to quickly clarify these before we dive into the meanings. And what is this King of Wands? Can we clarify this King of Wands, Spirit? So the King of Wands is definitely a feeling in our minds of like being magnetic. Attracting. This is what showed up last time, the Page of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so it seems like our mind really wants us to remember to be guided by our passions. This king here, this is not necessarily a doer king, whereas the swords can be very deceptive and tricking us into thinking we have to do to keep the world going, you know, like to make sure we make an impact. Whatever it is, we have to do and go and move, even though our footing may not be very grounded, even though this may not be good information, this may not be resonating with our passion. And the King of Wands really fully understands his magnetism, that by following his passion, things are drawn to him. So he's really asking us to confront our wounds, but not just confront our wounds, to like remember we've outgrown this, that we are bigger than the little problems of the world, than the little thoughts, the little like bits of news or pressure or not enoughness that comes at us, that we really have overcome so much. And he wants us to like reflect back with the lions here that we've achieved a certain amount of strength that allows us, the salamander is a sign of alchemy, like we have transformed our wounds. We no longer need to be triggered by our wounds. We no longer need to be triggered by the external world to make us feel as though we are not doing enough. This king knows that we have one direct magical wand passion that we are moving forward with because we have learned, we have gathered information from our heart, from our passion. And so our minds it's really asking us to put on our crown, to remember the alchemy, the work, the strength from which we've come, and to let our passion lead over external pressures or the news, let's say, or, you know, what other people think, or what we used to think about what we had to do to be productive. It is drawn to us when we radiate and shine our inner lights. When we turn all the old lead into gold, it is just like moths to a flame. Things are just drawn into us. And then our body is also reliving these old swords, this old feeling of, what are my fears? What are the pressure? How have I failed in the past? It lives in our bodies. So let's clarify this Nine of Swords. 2. Okay. So again, this is very much, I'm going to read this as, like I said, the Marseille interpretation and my teaching of this. This is very much a call to rest, that there is no authority outside of us that has power. We give our power maybe to these external fears, these nightmares, these things that we have to do or listen to or that are going on around us. The Hierophant has 2 components to it. Like it is both our wisdom and connection with the divine, but also it can be, how do we allow authority to dysregulate us? Like, where was authority? What was it like in our past? Like, is it still living in our body? The ways that we've been told we have to give up our power, and how does that make us feel like, some people, we've always done something wrong, or like we're in trouble, right? Like, and that lives in our body still, of like, oh, am I in trouble? I'm not enough, whatever it is. And so the Four of Swords is really wonderful Jupiter energy to say, like, it is time to truly rest, to go so far within that we cannot be reached by these external authority figures, by this information that is just not needed when we have this inner wisdom that is guiding us. So this is really much our body begging us to rest, to turn it off, to, like, for these sorts of thoughts, there's a wonderful meditation called The Off Switch by Ariel Gatoga, where you literally just click it off and they come back on, and click it off. Or like some external authority is trying to say it has power over you, turn it off, and turn into rest. And this also aligns with, like, we can't truly receive, we can't draw in until we have room to bring that new in. And in order to have room, we need to rest. We need to be in a receptive state. So that's really lovely there. And then our soul, Three of Pentacles is awesome. It's like there's something new that wants to be built. There's a wisdom within us drawing all the parts of ourselves together. This is like the lost fear parts. We're drawing them in as we rest so that we can build the next step, the next thing that we want in our lives through the divine feminine. So let's clarify this Three of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Clarifying this Three of Pentacles. That one wanted to come out. With the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, there's something brand new. There's a proof in the physical world that wants to come in. But with the aces, we always have to have an open hand to receive it. It's still in the hand of the divine. So we need to remember our magnetism, our passion, what lights us up. And that is what is guiding us forward. And let ourselves put our fears to rest. Let ourselves take our power back from authority by genuinely giving ourselves a break, making space for this really beautiful new manifestation that wants to come in, whether this is money or health or just sanctuary, something very physically grounded. So this can be, go journal in some grass and like just see what comes to you, because the universe does certainly want to send something to you. But this whole reading is just, again, an energy of like pulling within to rest, because it is when we rest that we can truly receive, and we can remember that we are worthy of receiving, despite what these external forces or old voices from old authority figures in our heads may have told us. There are our mind, body, soul, right? The three parts of us are coming together so that we can receive this brand new source of abundance from the universe. So thank you very much. This is our random reading for the week, and I hope you have a marvelous rest of your day.